Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be me showing you and kind of talking about the new Life of the Party palette. This is the Tarte Holiday 2018 blush palette, just to be exact. And I have their 13-14 and 13-15 palette. I didn't get the 2016 or the 17, or is this the 15 and this 14? Whatever it is, I have these two, so I'm going to be comparing it to those so that way you can see the difference between them. I did show you these previously in another video with the Tarte blush book, the Tarte 101. I will have that one linked up there if you want to see that one. But this one is the actual holiday palette that is in comparison to these. The other one I was just showing you so that way you can see the difference in colors, in case you wanted to get the blush book or not. But anyways, let's get started with this palette. So like I said, it is a clutch and it's supposed to be able to fit your phone in there. I'll put my iPhone in there so you can see. It comes with a little mirror and then two little pockets right there so you can put your debit card or your ID. And then the actual palette is in there with the magnet. So it just comes right out and you get 5 products in here. So first I'm going to show you the way that I've used them. I have already used every single one of these shades, and actually I used 2 of them today by accident. In this look right here, I applied the color Tan Lines, which is the matte bronzer on top of my contouring shade, and this one is a very soft bronzer. It doesn't look very intense, it's not shimmery, it is just completely matte, and it is very light and just looks very soft, so it diffuses out my contour in a good way, like in an easy way. I don't have to worry about blending out too much. It was just really easy for me to apply that shade and I really liked it. The only thing that I feel about this one is that I don't think it would show up on someone who has a very deep skin tone. I mean, just by looking at it in the mirror right here, I can tell that it works for me. It works for somebody lighter, but I just don't feel like it would work for somebody with deep skin tone, simply because it's very light. It is almost like the back of my hand. And then I applied the color Flamingo, this pink purple shade up here, which I didn't even think I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was going to get much use out of that blush, but whenever I used it in that look, since I was using pink and purple on my eyes, I just feel like it really worked with that whole look, and I like the way that it turned out. And then in today's look, I am using the matte one, and that one I applied again on top of my contour, which is the Lorac Contour shade first. And then on top of that, I used Sandy Cheeks, and that's the one that I'm wearing right now. And then I applied the color Passport first on my cheeks, and then I had accidentally grabbed the color Pool Float, and it looked like super bright on me, and I was like, oh well, I'll just go ahead and apply it on the other side. I was going for the neutral tone because, you know, the dark eyes, the red lips, and then like hot pink. I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna use the neutral tone today, but it just happened, and it's okay. I blended it out and it looks just fine. I just blended it out a lot so that way it wouldn't show up too hot pink. So first I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you. The first one here is, I'm gonna start off with the blushes. The first one is Flamingo, Passport, Pool Float, Sandy Cheeks, and Tan Lines. If you want to see the clutch, this is the way that it looks. It is very shimmery, very glittery, but you cannot feel the glitters at all. It's cute. Like, the quality is good. It is pretty much a similar quality to this. I've had this for a few years now and nothing has ever happened to it. Like, I don't mind the packaging. I keep the little plastic because this one doesn't have the names in the palette. But anyways, this one's not a clutch. This is just a regular palette, but I know a lot of people don't like the bulkiness. Well, this one is like even more. There you can see it's like a little bit more than the bottom one. I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone in there. I have the iPhone 6 Plus, and yeah, you could just put your ID and your oh, it's kind of big, but maybe if you had something else in there, maybe you have cash or something like that, but you could just put your debit card or ID in there and you get a little mirror in there. But yeah, I think it's cute. I mean, I wouldn't be like shaking it around, and there's nothing to close this off on its own if you wanted to just use this. So you would have to take out the pans and put them in like a magnetic palette in order to keep the blushes and use this separately, or just stick it in there, which I'm just gonna leave it in there. So basically this is the same type of products that you get in these other blushes. The quality is good, you guys. It is not like a toned down product. It also doesn't feel powdery. I think it's a really good deal to get 5 of them. Of course, it's not the same amount of product, but you get a variety of shades and you can use them in different looks. So one thing that I did do is compare the blushes from the new one to the other 2 that I do have, so that way you know, maybe it'll help you out in seeing if it's even worth it for you if you do have the two palettes that I have. So the first one here is from the new palette, which is called Pool Float. And then from the black palette, it's Smashing. And then the hot pink one from the gold one is Bashful. So here is Flamingo from the new palette, Dollface from the black palette, and Whimsy from the gold palette. And then lastly is the neutral tone shades. The first one is Passport from the new palette, Prim from the black palette, and then Breathless, which is one of my favorite shades, from the gold palette. I use that one so much, even though it's like super neutral. It's like, what? But I use it with a lot of looks. It's just like very... you can use it with a lot of looks. And I feel like the same way goes with the Passport shade. It's just a neutral tone. It's one of those shades that you can use with any look. So I wanted to compare those so that way you can get an idea on the difference between them, which on your face, it's not a big difference. So if you have these, you don't need the shades that are in this one. For some reason, the swatches in this one swatch so good. Like, they're so soft. You can even tell, or at least I could tell from whenever I was swatching them, that those are like more intense and just very, very extra soft. Like, a lot of pigment comes off. Not to say that these two are bad, but the other one, for some reason, the middle swatches looked really good. I don't know why, but anyways, they're still really soft. They're still very blendable, and I don't have a problem with any of the shades. They all seem soft. They're not powdery or chalky or anything like that. I think it's worth it. I think it's a good deal, even though, yes, you do get less product, but you get more products. So that way, if you're doing different looks, you know, you can have something different there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the 3 palettes. I hope it was helpful. I hope somehow the comparisons or the demos, whatever, I hope somehow this video helped you decide whether you would like to get this new palette or not. And if you're not subscribed already to my channel, I hope you do, so that way you don't miss out on future uploads and be part of my channel. And I will see you on my next one. Bye.